16 years after the Matrix trilogy ended, Keanu Reeves and Carrie-Anne Moss are ready to return to their roles as Neo and Trinity. Matrix 4 is officially a go.
Yeah, Lana Wachowski is back to write and direct, but without her sister Lily this time around. No word yet on whether Lawrence Fishburne and Hugo Weaving will be back to reprise their roles as well. Production is expected to begin early next year.
Now, Yahoo Movies actually asked Keanu a few months ago while he was promoting John Wick 3 if he'd be up for return to the Matrix.
Keanu, if all the stars aligned and if the Wachowskis presented you with the perfect script and your schedule was clear, how would you feel about the idea of returning to the character of Neo 20 years later?
That would be a gift. It'd be interesting. Wouldn't say no to that. Yeah.
And how do you go about getting yourself into the headspace of a character that you've played so long ago? I know you've got Bill and Ted 3 that you're in development with, but for Neo especially, it's such an iconic character that means so much to so many people.
I think when you get to revisit a story and continue to tell a story, you're bringing in the past and the work that you've done. And so for me, it's just kind of placing the emotional state of where you are, who the character is. Like, how do they feel? How do they think? And then, putting on a suit of costume really becomes the exterior that you just fill in.
Good job, Yahoo Movies, asking that question just a couple months ago. And that's the thing, he must have known by then. I think that's either April or May that interview happened. Maybe the deal wasn't signed, but he knew
it was going to happen.
This was in the works, the script was being written. So good acting, Keanu, that you didn't let on.
I'm excited. Are you excited?
It's going to be very interesting to see this. So 16 years after the third one. I think everyone can pretty much agree that second and third movie were not very good.
They were great. No, anything with Keanu Reeves is great.
They weren't good. I remember the second one had that amazing action sequence with Trinity on the motorcycle on the highway. Mm-hmm. That's the only part that people really remember. The third one was so convoluted and complicated.
Yeah.
So they really need to simplify the story. But it's also going to be interesting to see because The Matrix really started a new wave in action film, what they did with the slow-mo stuff.
All of that, yeah.
It really changed action movies. So now it's going to be interesting to see if they are able to do something that's innovative again.
Yeah.
Because I think if they just do the same stuff again, it's going to be, we've seen that a million times now, right?
Yeah.
So it's going to be interesting to see if they, technology-wise, if they're able to do something new to really put them at the forefront.
I think a lot of people just want to invest in Keanu Reeves. I think everyone wants to work with him. He's the it guy right now.
Yeah.
And I think
he's doing Bill and Ted's.
Bill and Ted. Is that coming out this year or next year? I think it's coming next year, right? I think they're shooting it right now. So anything that Keanu Reeves touches right now is going to turn into gold. Everyone's just in love with him. So I'm so happy that Matrix 4 is back. Maybe you're right. Maybe it will be different. Maybe they have to change it up a little bit. But I think it's going to be great.
Janet says, I'm living for Matrix 4. Carrie wants Rami Malek to be in it. He'd be a great addition to it. Mm-hmm. Kate says, I'll only watch it if Hugo Weaving is in it. People love that villain. Yeah. Nelson says, Keanu's face seems to have grown longer, LOL. Mikey says, the second Matrix was so epic. The third one goes straight to the trash can. Max says, I'm kind of done with remakes and sequels. They've become way too common, but at least the original leads are down to doing it again. Yeah, it's great that they're both going to be back. But I think they're going to put on the leather again? You have to, I think.
You have to put the leather back on. Keanu Reeves and leather, yes.
Yes, please.